Hello everyone, Micah here, and I just wanted to join you in this now moment on Light Warrior Wednesday and talk about the Sacral Chakra. And the reason I'm kind of talking about this today, I've been guided, honestly. I wanted to initially do PTSD and Understanding Part 2, um, but I was kind of shown that in order to kind of grasp maybe the rest of like the Light Warrior videos or anything that may come forward, I realize that we may need to talk about the energetic system, the chakra system, right? Um, Not just the inner chakras, but the outer chakras, because the outer chakras are the inner chakras. They're just mirrored. So I've realized that light warriorness, right, or being a light warrior, a light worker, a grid worker, a way shower, however you identify, whatever the label is, right? We're all working with a similar energy. We're all working with the all. We're all working in divine union with Source. And the sacral chakra, I found, is like, can be a back door uh, to some energies and infiltrating your energetic system, right? I've also found that the sacral chakra is the key to a lot of quantum shifting or paradox shifting or paradigm shifting, right? I found that within the sacral chakra, these are the the ethereal substances within this 3D reality that we're experiencing that is really creating the reality in which we live. That's why you see, if you're on YouTube and you're watching other videos, you're watching other YouTubers, you're watching other uh, anybody that's kind of showing the way or kind of voicing or expressing whatever it is, the message, the energy that's going on, right? They all speak about emotions and the emotion center and being emotionally balanced and being able to look at a situation from 0 point, from to neutrality, right? What's the sacral chakra linked to? The sacral chakra is linked to our emotions. It is linked to how we feel about the very experience that we're experiencing, which is linked to the heart chakra, which is then linked to the mind. And these are the three brains within our energetic system. So you have the sacral chakra, the heart chakra, and the pineal gland, the crown chakra, the sixth chakra, the seventh chakra. I mean, and then within that you have, just as the earth has ley lines, our bodies have ley lines. These are the energetic, the magnetic poles, right? Or frequencies of our existence. Antarctica is to the North Pole, just as North America is to South America. They're just, if you, yes, I digress. So, with this, right, so we're sitting with the sacral chakra, we're sitting with the understanding that this is the emotional center. This is where a lot of our instincts come from. Honestly, within the lower chakras, really, root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus. That's kind of like the reptilian center. Your the base, the root of what we are. This human existence is within these three chakras. Within my own experience, we all have our own views, our own perceptions. So this is kind of what I've come to understand is the the sacral chakra being the midpoint, being the center of the linear view of these energetic portions, these energetic centers, right? This sacral chakra, orange in color, right? Typically associated with orange, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. We got a little chakra like map over here. um, so yeah, the sacral chakra is orange, right? It's your gut. It's the intuition, that instinct that people oftentimes tell you to follow, to listen to. Listen to your gut, listen to your instinct. Listen to your intuition, right? If your intuition is in alignment with your heart, and your heart is in alignment with your mind, and your mind is in alignment with your soul, and your soul is in alignment with your emotions, because they're all in harmony, they're all in alignment, and at all times you are in alignment. It's just a matter of, are you putting, is the cause and effect essentially balanced? Is the differential balanced, right? So the sacral chakra, the emotional balance within ourselves, is kind of like, it's constantly teetering. It's a wave. We have moon cycles, right? These moon cycles control the entire water body on Earth. Take a moment to think about what that may do to your energetic system. Like, we're 70% plus water, right? I would imagine that the moons have a play on how we are feeling, how we're perceiving the world around us. This is why having a 0 point or neutral perspective on the world, meaning that you're not taking anything personal. You're experiencing what you're experiencing, and you're learning from the experiences, and you're moving forward, not holding on to or grasping onto the what ifs, the what could have been, what should have been, what would have been, and just allowing it to be, and knowing that because we are on Earth and time is cyclical, it will come back around. Allowing it to have its space, allowing it to unlock all that is within that space. Because sometimes you'll experience something and you won't get all of the answers. You won't have all the answers. The answers aren't meant to all be unpacked in that moment. Maybe it's something you're supposed to experience, and then 10 years down the road you get all the answers because you finally let go of everything. And so what I've seen is like this process of like really, really understanding what letting go is, and understanding what the sacral chakra is trying to show us, what it's trying to shake loose within us. And this full moon coming is, I've felt the energy of like dislodging, right? So it's like the energy is dislodging the, okay, so the image I'm getting right now is like, it's like dislodging the plaque that's on your teeth. If you haven't been to the dentist in a while, your teeth will build up plaque, and it kind of gets stuck there. And it's like this energy is coming through, and it's like sandpaper, because if you're no matter where you're at, you're always going through some sort of solstice, right? No matter the balance, right? So physically, the location that I'm in is going through like a winter solstice. Is kind of going through this darker energy, which is navigating these aspects or these areas of ourselves that maybe aren't often wanted to be looked at, and that's associated with the sacral chakra, right? The sacral chakra is the emotional balance. Often, since we are the creator of our reality, I don't even want to say often, since we create our own reality, we are the ones that are responsible for the emotions that we are feeling. Even if it is within a situation where someone else is doing something and we're feeling some type of way about that, us feeling some type of way about what someone else is doing is at our own hand. We're feeling some type of way about someone else's actions. That's something you cannot control. So the sacral chakra just really wants us to learn how to flow, to learn how to let go. And what's coming to mind now in all of this is like, women have periods, and I don't even want to say women, but anybody with a biologically female body, right? So anybody that has a period, any human that has a period, no matter how you identify, it's a natural letting go, a natural purge that happens every 30 days. So it's natural for us to purge. It's natural for us to evolve. It's natural for us to let go. Stagnation comes from when we aren't willing to let go. And speaking about this again, because my mother passed away in November, and I wrote a blog about it today. It's the last few months have been this dislodging, this empowering of the whole energetic system. And I know this goes to a lot of people experiencing life right now. A lot of people on earth are experiencing awakenings, ascensions, and it all comes in waves, and it takes you on a journey. That's what life is. Life is an ascension. I had a friend of mine on Instagram. She's like, "What's all this ascension about? Like, life is ascension," and she's not wrong. Nor not even she. They aren't wrong. So, like in this instance, right? Life is about ascension. It is, because what are we learning? We're learning how to unconditionally love, compassionately, across the board, every human being that exists within this incarnation. So no matter when you're watching this video, like, we're learning how to love one another, because we're learning how to love ourselves. And if you look at the state of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, you see that we are self-destructing. What is the sacral chakra? It's an emotional balance. So if we're self-destructing, that probably means we aren't emotionally balanced. And that goes for the collective. That's what the collective is really kind of navigating now, is what is going on. And the sacral chakra will pull that out, because it's like it like tings or pings everything in your reality that could potentially make you feel some type of way. Like this energy, that's what this energy is allowing us to see, our triggers, to see what's causing us to feel this way, to see where we are keeping ourselves stagnant, where we are keeping ourselves disempowered, where we are giving and not receiving, and where we were taking and not giving. And it goes both ways. That's this whole ascension is dualistic. Are you able to see it neutrally? That's the question. So, yeah. What else for the sacral chakra? If you're not sure what's associated with the sacral chakra, it's between your belly button and like your hip bones, like your pelvic. So you're like your lower intestines, your upper intestines, your digestive system, your stomach, your kidneys, your liver. It's kind of all within that same like area. So talks about your emotions right there. It's the very filtration system of your body. Most people emotionally eat. So if you're dealing with sacral imbalances right now, look at what you're eating. If you're dealing, how much water you're drinking, how acidic is your diet? Are you drinking water that is alkaline? And water is very important, and what type of water you drink is important. And that's not to scare anybody, but it's, if you're on this path of awakening, if you're ascending, like, what you put into your body is important. And that's not to say that you need to change it right now, but becoming aware of it and bringing that understanding into your perceived reality will ultimately birth it into your reality. Personally, I like fresh water. And now I live in a place that has spring water off the side of the road for free. So, like, I birthed that into reality. I birthed being in a place that's quiet, that doesn't have a lot of commotion. That is something I birthed. Stillness. Being able to build a foundation. These are things like that were within my sacral chakra that just a year ago I knew needed to change. So within a year, like, honestly, if you're trying to really like shift your whole world, about a year to really, really 180. And I don't even want to say a year, because th- this whole journey is about completing a 360 and doing it over and over and over again, because we're in a soul, we're in this completion cycle, completing this love, this evolution across the board. But that's what Earth or life is all about. It's the crow. It's about being one with all and experiencing and loving this very moment right now, no matter what it looks like. Because truth be told, like, no, this isn't where I want to be forever, but it is exactly where I need to be right now. And within my sacral chakra, I know that, and that allows me to let go of what could be, allow me to be with what is, to create what will be. So balance that sacral chakra. Light some incense, listen to some like some upbeat music, go outside, ground yourself, allow yourself to let go, feel, cry, yell, journal, dance, smoke blunt, smoke a joint, smoke a bowl, commune with Mother Ganja, commune with Mother Earth. Allow yourself to evolve. Don't be afraid of feeling. Being afraid of feeling is what's keeping us in this little box that we like to put ourselves in, right? Just don't get swept away in the emotions. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me on Light Warrior Wednesday. Sacral chakra, just a little chat about the sacral chakra. And I know these videos tend to be a little bit more sporadic because it's kind of consciousness, just kind of free flow with the energy that's coming in. If you're looking for more like bulleted information on these areas, research, go out there. It is there. Everything you need is at your fingertips. Don't be afraid to seek. So, infinite love, infinite light, infinite movement. Namaste.